let's blow this guy away. Demolition Man is an action platforming game. It's developed by Alexandria, published by, what do you know, Acclaim Entertainment. That was released for the Super Nintendo, Mega Drive and Genesis from 1994 to 1995. The game that's set in 96 and 2032 has a player controlling the main protagonist, John Spartan, killing enemy gunmen with several weapons, power-ups, and taking out Simon Phoenix for short-lived teaser battles, and with the final fight set at the Cryo Prison. Demolition Man received an average reception. GamePro stated it had some graphical problems, but still referred to it as a good platformer. Entertainment Weekly gave it an A, and 3 stars out of 5 from Next Gen. Let's check it out. We begin the game in Los Angeles, 1996, taking control of Spartan, platforming and traversing the city streets whilst killing enemies. I've got to say, I'm really impressed with the dark and dreary setting that really coincides with the beginning of the movie. Looks pretty darn good. The first stage, 2D perspective, side-scrolling action. John has the ability to shoot in all directions, jump, duck and climb, and man, this works so well. I'll also give credit to the character sprites, animation and cutscenes, but the ultimate question, is this better than True Lies on the Super Nintendo? Well, stick around and find out. After killing 20 or so enemies, our hero then finds himself chasing Simon Phoenix. At this point, the building is rigged to explode with fuel drums, which then both characters jump out the window. Wait, that never happened! The game then jumps to 2032 in San Angeles. Why San Angeles? Because all the states are merged or some shit. John's then thawed out at the Cryo Prison, where he's informed that Simon's at the museum looking for guns. This looks blatantly familiar, doesn't it? The player's then given a top-down perspective, and I'll say this now, if you've played one of these games, then you've basically played them all. John's then bombarded with enemy bullets. Who even are these guys? And don't waste your time shooting these fuckers, they'll just keep respawning. This might look overwhelming, and well, it kind of is. Just keep shooting. Spartan has to save several hostages throughout the area. There are medkits and one-ups placed around various destructible assets, behind glass, inside crates. Yeah, you get the gist. This game also appears to be pushing the Megadrive to its limits. You get yourself a bit of slowdown with too many enemies on screen. Spartan goes on to kill another 50 or so enemies, because that totally happened in the film. We then entered this door before running into Simon at the end of the stage. Boss battle time. Use the walls, go from one end to another, peek and shoot. Pretty simple. Watch out for this moron too, he respawns. Oh, you fuck! A few deaths later, we finally defeat Simon. Well, for now. The camera then reverts back to a 2D perspective where our hero continues his search for Phoenix. This stage is slightly trial and error, meaning you're gonna die a couple times before you know exactly where you're going. Not the most difficult, but still a little tedious. A few leaps of faith later, Simon's back, and this part I fucking hate. How the hell do you reach this guy? This is stupid, man. What the hell? Wait, what's this ledge? Oh, there we go. What? You can't fucking shoot this cunt, man. You fucking... Here's what you gotta do. Get the right angle on your gun and shoot him 3 times. I recommend the shotgun. Don't let him shoot the explosives or it's all over. Climb up the ladder, shoot him again or you will die. Now in that split second, jump across the platform. Do this right and holy shit, you'll pass the stupid level. The next stage is a breath of fresh air for the game's colour palette. Visually, I really dig the look of this level. We return to fast-paced killing, where the player has to maneuver the Cryo Claw. Are they talking about this thing? Yeah, use your imagination. After about 10 to 15 minutes of platforming, we finally reach the top. You take on the Claw. This is easy, just shoot its internals. No strategy involved whatsoever, which I actually enjoyed. We're then informed that the local monorail has been hijacked. John boards the train, which I'm going to highlight the stage variety as well as the background and foregrounds. Very solid. I really have no complaints about this stage. I guess the electricity can be a little tricky-dicky, but overall it's pretty straightforward. It feels like the game's getting easier. Meh. Spartan then shoots out the engine and disarms the monorail. We are then treated to some recycled gameplay. The player again has to frantically rescue hostages throughout the library. I said frantically because try dodging bullets, grenades, projectiles, enemies, and these frickin' laser beams. What a fucking mess. You can't make this up. Look at this shit. Mission completed. John's then told that Simon and his gang have headed out to the wasteland. What could possibly be next? Take a guess. Swinging off cables and barely avoiding death. Ah, yes my boy, and if you thought the previous level was a joke, then this fuckery might take the trophy. Are you familiar with Russian roulette? Well, this whole segment is based off chance, so you better hope to God that you get lucky. I spent 1 hour trying to figure out the perfect sequence for these cables. Fuck me. Also, what's the go with the enemies? Who or what are these things meant to be? John finally reaches the bottom. We're then informed that we need to round up Simon's gang. Thankfully, the difficulty isn't as extreme as the previous stage. You kill, climb, traverse, it's pretty uneventful. Get to the end and you'll be greeted with another boss teaser. It's a Donkey Kong challenge. Get to the top and Simon will escape. Not surprised. Next up, we hit the cryo prison tunnels. It's more of the same. You know what to do. A short traverse later and we find ourselves in this dilemma with these steam pipes. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know there's a rolling mechanic in this game? Because I sure as shit didn't. We nearly completed the entire thing without it. Moving on, we're told that Phoenix is thawing out an army and that this is our last chance. The final mission. It's nothing out of the ordinary, just watch out for cryo bullets, you'll freeze. We then make our way past a few Triforces of Wisdom before entering the security area. Wait, this is the Claw? Fuck knows what that other boss was. It's not bloody hard, just throw the liquid on it and shoot it. It's the same strategy with Simon, but make sure you get your timing right, or you will end up like me, dying over and over again. Once you have finally weared him down... Yes, you beauty! Overall, another solid shooter, but fuck me, it is challenging. Better than True Lies, you may ask? Well, I'll let you guys decide. I'm Beers Pizzas, and I'm out of here.